Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This reading is for Pisces, general tarot reading for the month of January. I hope everything you hear today will resonate, but if it doesn't, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you enjoy the reading, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. That will help the channel to grow and show me that the messages are reaching the people who need to hear them. So let's start. Pisces, month of January. I will pull about 9 cards, 3 cards for present energies, 3 cards for what's coming, and 3 cards for advice. If we need to pull more cards, of course, I'll do that. Or if more cards come out, that's also fine. But again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's start. Pisces, 3 cards. Pisces in January. Pisces. Oops. Okay. 5 of Swords. Very interesting communication, I guess. 2 more cards, please. And then I'll stop and go over the cards. 7 of Cups. In the World. That's good that we have the World there, because I see that at some point, maybe it was even December, but somewhere at the beginning of this month, or like I said earlier, you had some clash or argument with somebody. This was a clash of ego, some kind of a conflict. Communication that was not very pleasant. Somebody was trying to control the situation. I'm not saying that is you, but there was something that was not very pleasant. There was a tension in the air. If there's need, I'll clarify that. But again, this is a general reading. You know if there was something like that in your in the month of January, or if you're expecting some kind of a communication that could go wrong. But with the 7 of Cups, somebody's trying to make a decision. They're overanalyzing it. You know, they need to decide. There are certain options. They're not sure. Somebody's afraid of making a mistake. And I hope if this is somebody else in your life, you know, because if I see somebody here arguing, I'm of course leaning toward this idea, because that's was first thing that was popping in my mind, that somebody has big expectations. And I'm not saying that is you. Maybe that's the other side. You know, when they want too much, they're blinded by gold and shiny things. They forget what's valuable, what's important. Again, that's option for some of you here. You know, but then there's the other side of this, where somebody is like had a bad experience with arguments or lack of respect for their privacy or personal space, or for who they are, and suddenly you're like, okay, I have to make a decision now. I'm going to be smart about it. You know, I'm not going to make the same mistake and fall into this trap of being in a situation or in a relationship or at work, or work with people who are not respecting my boundaries or are telling me what to do. They are trying to control me. I don't want that. So again, I see some kind of a cautiousness here. I'll clarify just to see if this cautiousness is real, or it could be somebody is just having very high expectations, like I said earlier. But definitely somebody is overthinking. Somebody's thinking, taking time, need time to decide. And here is the World card. And I think that's because somebody is trying to achieve something. They have a goal and they want to create a successful finish. This decision that they're trying to make. You know, of course, in their head, in everybody's head, everybody wants to make a great decision, you know. to bring something to completion, to achieve something successful or end something, because this is the end of the cycle. So of course we want to finish it with being successful and with the feeling that we are rewarded or that we have accomplished something positive. So we can move to something else or start all over again or start a new cycle or start a month of February. But I see somebody who's trying to end something successfully. Before we move on, I want to clarify some of these things. Okay, Five of Swords. Why is Five of Swords here? Five of Swords. Ace of Wands. Somebody is excited about something. Somebody wants to act on that excitement. Receiving an offer or offering something to somebody. But it's almost like somebody received an offer, but then somebody else here wasn't happy with that offer. Let's do one more card. Somebody's excited and somebody's not. Oh, yeah. Two of Cups. Definitely an offer. Definitely an offer. And I saw that with Ace of Wands. This is an offer. Passionate offer. Like somebody was excited about it, and we see that with Two of Cups. Offer of some kind of partnership. Somebody, some kind of like, oh, we are a match. Maybe it's love life. I mean, it's moving to that side, but it could be a job offer. That create some kind of offer that created tension somewhere else. Again, I'm not going to go further into this. I'm going to just move on and clarify Seven of Cups next. But again, this all is talking about an offer, exciting offer. But somebody else was involved in this who wasn't happy with that. Maybe it could be a job offer or a new relationship, new feelings developed with somebody else, and the other side, whatever ex was not happy with it, or, Okay, let's see Seven of Cups. Because I don't want to go into the cheating part, because sometimes Seven of Cups could be people who are not very serious about their feelings. When they, like I said earlier, when I was talking about Seven of Cups, sometimes I get messages like where they're looking for gold, like it's not good when we are blinded by that gold and shiny, and we don't look in it deep. If you're looking for a relationship, we just see, oh, that person is pretty, oh, I should be with them, but then they don't like, but will it last? So that's the negative part of Seven of Cups. Okay, why is Seven of Cups here? Seven of Cups. Oh, death. Something ended. Somebody wanted to move on. Oh, this is not good. I don't know what happened here. I think this already happened because this offer was given, and see this Two of Cups? It could have been some kind of a meeting or a phone call or an offer, new feelings developing, and created an argument and clash. And we see somebody here with the Seven of Cups, like I said, being distracted and confused and looking at things, blinded by things they shouldn't be blinded with. And it's all because of this card that, like, oh, this is all done. It's finished. I have a feeling that I have these, the feeling of, I feel the Five of Swords in my belly, like somebody's doing this out of anger maybe. or most likely. Like, it's over, it's done, it's finished. I'm gonna go and see what else is out there. That kind of a feeling, like acting out of in anger. One more card. Yep, Six of Wands. You know, I want to go where I want to, do whatever I want. I want to be recognized. I want to be successful. Somebody's full of energy. When you are on the top of sitting on a horse, and you want the eyes on you. You are searching for success. You are searching for a victory. So again, somebody's definitely blinded here by the need for victory or to prove themselves to somebody else. Or I'm going to get that admiration from somebody. Or maybe this is somebody in your life who has done this to you. But they are very, I don't want to say shallow, but it's almost like that. Just because of Seven of Cups paired with Six of Wands. And what I've already said is telling me that Six of Wands, I will just, read it like it's in reverse. That somebody here is like acting in, they want a chance to prove themselves, but out of selfish, very low needs and feelings, very, shallow feelings, not deep. So if there is an ending of that's great, with the World card, because this should end. If this is some kind of relationship you had, maybe it's good that it ended. It's a cycle that was supposed, needs to end. I'm not going to clarify it because the 3 next cards will be what's coming. But again, with the World card, I know it's something that somebody is trying to finish something. So I'm done. I just want to put an end to this so I can start all over again. What's coming up? What's coming toward Pisces? Month of January. Pisces. Okay. 3 cards, like we said. I'm going to make some space. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Magician. Even though somebody here has felt like they've lost something, like, oh, this was bad, I don't feel like I'm being supported, I'm feeling lonely, I'm still healing, I feel left out, everybody's doing better than me. Those kind of thoughts. Those are just the thoughts. You don't have to be in that actual situation where you're feeling left out in a cold or something like that. But those kind of thoughts, negative thoughts, linger with 5 of Pentacles. So just be watchful of that, because sometimes when we feel like that, we lose focus and clarity. But then I see you regaining that with the Ace of Swords. So maybe this is just saying, okay, while going through this, you felt disappointed. But then you feel clarity. The truth is coming out. It's like you're getting some kind of information. You're finding out the truth. You're receiving some kind of messages. And things will be very much clear to you. And the 3rd card, like I said, is the Magician. Confidence, focus is returning, feeling stronger. You're feeling powerful. You have this, not just a willpower, but the strength and faith in yourself that you can manifest and change your life for the better. Because on the other side, you don't want to be with a person who is a manipulator, You want something that is clear for you. I'm going to try to see if I need to clarify this. I will definitely clarify magician, because I want to make sure this is a positive, because I don't turn my cards in reverse. I kind of follow my instinct, my intuition, and of course I look at the other cards in proximity and the questions I ask to decide, is it a positive or if it's a reversed or not. Okay, let's see magician. What is it here? Who is this? Or what is it that you are manifesting? Or is it a, let me see, magician. Why is magician here? Oh, 2 cards came out. Moon card, your card came out. You are manifesting somebody here. The first card, and the 2 cards came out. King of Pentacles and the Moon came out. You are returning to yourself, because the Moon, I have to, because it is your card and it's showing up in your reading, is telling me that you want to return to your energy, because this is your energy. So maybe you had some kind of fears and doubts, because I see this King of Pentacles standing in your future, because there's a path, the Moon card. It's not very clear yet. This is why you want to end this cycle here. You need some kind of a new information in order to manifest this King of Pentacles, male or female, it doesn't matter, but somebody who is stable, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, somebody who is focused on the future, who can help you out, who can make you feel stable, somebody who is provider, who is wise and loyal. Male or female, it doesn't matter. If you're a male watching this, maybe for you it would be that's how you want to feel. You've been left out by somebody, somebody betrayed you, but you're seeking your strength, your energy with the Moon and this King of Pentacles. Or if you're a female looking for a male, this is the somebody who you're trying to manifest, this King of Pentacles. And of course, there's always that fear of what's coming, because we don't know the future. Or maybe you're always afraid something bad's going to happen. You need more information. But I see that information here. Yeah, again, like I said, I feel like you were feeling lonely for a while, and you still feel like you're going through a healing process. And you need that information, new information, just kind of something that's clear. Like, okay, I'm going to cut through this bullshit, to this negative energy, or I need that information somebody has to provide, especially if you have somebody in your mind, like you met somebody or you know somebody, you want to be with them, or have this ideal in your head of what you want. Or maybe that's why you're here choosing with the 7 of Cups. You are like, because it was something that ended. So now you're being very cautious about who you're going to choose. Let's see. I'm going to pull a card for the King of Pentacles before we move on to advice. And advice can always be very useful. It gives us, of course, information that we need, additional information that we need. Okay, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Perseverance. Holding up. You have somebody in your mind and you're not ready to let go. It's like almost somebody has some kind of opinions on that. On this King of Pentacles. Somebody has some kind of opinions on that, and you are defending yourself and your decisions on these opinions, because I see you holding that wand and all other wands, facing you. Those are somebody else's opinions and thoughts and views that they have, and they're opposing views, and you don't like that. Like, hey, I want to stick with what I want, and let me decide. Don't be deciding for me what I'm gonna do. One more card. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, and I know why. Because this King of Pentacles is making you feel like Nine of Pentacles. If we see a person, even though she looks independent, she feels good. She feels stable. I mean, you could be married or in a relationship, I don't care how many years, but we, male or female, we all want to feel like that lady standing in her garden, celebrating her success and feeling that personal freedom. Like, I can decide for myself what I want. I don't want drama. If I don't want it, I'll just walk away. But for some reason, this King of Pentacles is making you feel that, and I think that's what you're trying to manifest, this King of Pentacles, so you could together create this stability, abundance, and luxury. Or maybe it's this King that is a person of means. They have money to make you feel like this, because it's like you're saying, I have lost in the past because somebody didn't appreciate what I have. I'm done with it. Now I'm creating new goals. I don't want to be in a feeling like a lacking something, in that lack of energy. I don't have it. I'm poor. I don't have it. No. Now I'm manifesting somebody who will provide this stability for me, because that's what I want. And we will share it. I'll make them happy. They will make me happy. And then we are equal. We are both stable. We're going to create this partnership. Okay, so let's see advice for this situation. What is the advice? Okay, 2 cards, and I'll pull one more. Tower, Hanged Man, 2 major arcanas, one more card. They are very important as advice cards. Don't fear the negative messages, because they are advice. What to watch for, and why is it something there? Like, why, if you were facing negativity and the energy of lack or lacking something, let's see why. These are the teaching moments. Okay. The Tower, the Hanged Man, and 2 Swords are your advice cards. When something is not built well, or from the beginning, if we didn't do it properly at the beginning, it's going to fall apart. So it's almost as they're saying, whatever crashed, was pulled apart, it was because you realized that it was a mistake. It was maybe rushed. You rushed into it, or the goals and needs changed. It's like you were young and foolish back then. Now you're smarter. Now you're wiser. You have learned. You are ending that cycle with the world. So they're saying it. You may be paying the price, or you were paying the price for something that you've done, and that, or maybe not you, maybe they are. They will pay the price if this is, something from the past where somebody betrayed you, for some of you. Something that was beyond your control. And now there were unexpected changes, or you had to go through these changes. Maybe they were probably sudden, with the Tower. Something happened suddenly, changes, betrayal, crowns fall off our heads, but it had to happen. Eventually it will happen. Sometimes it's better when it happens early. That way we can move on, and create a new life for ourselves. The Hanged Man is telling me, maybe things have slowed down for you, because we saw that with the 7 of Cups, slow process, like somebody's thinking and thinking. Sometimes that's good with Hanged Man. So we need to slow down. We can't act and rush, because that was the problem the first time. Somebody rushed into something. They were blinded by something. They went into maybe a relationship or a work that wasn't meant for them. It wasn't done properly. So this time they're saying, do it properly. pause, think, have a plan, just like with the Ace of Swords and with the Magician. If we want to manifest, we need to be clear with what we want. We are wiser now because the Magician carries that focus and knowledge and experience and the wisdom. Maybe sometimes the position we are in with the Hangman is not very positive. It can be uncomfortable. But the main message is we don't rush. We need to pause. We need to reflect and find answers or find a solution to our goals or develop the goal, And sometimes we have to face the uncomfortable truth during that time. And that uncomfortable truth happened through the Tower. When we had to face something that was uncomfortable. Two of Swords, again, talking about somebody that is on crossroads. They have to decide and they're taking time. But I don't think taking time, because several cards here is telling me like somebody's waiting and, I don't think that's a bad thing in this time. That somebody needs more time, they need to decide, they're not ready to make a decision. So if there is a quiet period in your life, Spirit Guide is saying it's good for you. It will be good for you. You burned yourself in the past by rushing into something. This break, this silence, that when nothing is happening, it's good for you. You may be not ready for something that's coming your way. You're trying to manifest here. The stability, this person that you will be feeling equal with, or at work, being in an environment where you feel appreciated, stable, with the finances that you're trying to acquire, the type of, So in meantime, while you are in this position of the Hangman, use it to gain knowledge, to reflect, so everything is clear in your head. What was bad? Where I want to go. What do I want for my life? Use that time to grow. Write it down as you decide what is it that you want in life, or a situation, or a person, or something like that. So use that time to decide, because again, remember how we started things really was hectic. So maybe that's why they're saying, Spirit Guide is saying, slow down a little bit. Reflect, think about something, what you need to think about, your past mistakes. Be patient with yourself. Consider things with a new perspective, from a new angle, or a different angle, or something like that. And solution, clarity with the Ace of Swords will be there. And maybe that's what they're saying, because you had the Ace of Swords is what's coming with the Ace of Swords and the Magician. Clarity and manifestation. It will come through this pause and thinking, like reflecting on things. So don't rush. Don't feel bad for yourself, like with the Five of Coins. Don't lose focus. You have to just be clear you have to be clear about what you want and where you want to see yourself in the future in order to manifest it. Okay, my dear Pisces, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.